Lessons about money schools never teach. In a town surrounded by hills and endless fields, there lived a young man named Khalid. Khalid was clever, bright, and curious. From the time he was small, he loved books. He memorized history lessons, solved long equations, and could recite poems line by line. His teachers often praised him, saying, "This boy will go far. He is ready for the world." And indeed, everyone in town believed it. People looked at Khalid with admiration. His future, they thought, was secure. But Khalid carried a secret, a quiet struggle that he never spoke about. Though he was filled with knowledge, he felt lost when it came to money. The struggle. Every month, when he earned a little from helping at the town market, the coins slipped away like water through his fingers. He bought sweetbread, toys, and clothes that looked fine for a day but grew useless quickly. Sometimes he gave too much to impress his friends, who often disappeared when his pocket grew empty. And when his mother fell ill and he needed money for her medicine, he discovered he had nothing left. He felt powerless. One evening, sitting beneath a dim street lamp, Khalid whispered to himself, "They taught me so much in school. They taught me numbers, dates, and words, but no one ever taught me how to live with money. Why is it so hard to hold on to it? Why do I always feel poor, even when I earn?" The question weighed on his heart. He felt cheated by the world. He felt unprepared for life. He felt afraid of the future. And in that moment of despair, someone appeared. The guide. An old man walked by, dressed in simple clothes. His beard was white, his steps steady, and his eyes calm like the early morning river. He looked at Khalid with kindness and asked softly, "Why do you sigh, young man?" Khalid raised his eyes and answered, "I worked hard in school. I learned many lessons. But when it comes to money, I am always confused. I don't know how to keep it. I don't know how to grow it. It disappears from me like sand slipping through my hand. I feel like I was never taught the most important truth." The old man nodded slowly as if he understood. "You are right," the man said. "Schools teach many things, but the deepest lessons about money are often hidden. They are not written in books. They are written in life. Do you wish to learn them?" Khalid leaned forward. His eyes widened with hope. "Yes, please teach me." The old man bent down and picked up 3 small objects from the ground: a seed, a clay cup, and a stone. He placed them in front of Khalid. "These 3 things," the man said, "will teach you what schools often forget." The first lesson, the seed. The man held up the tiny seed. "Money is like this seed. If you eat it today, it will give you a moment of pleasure. But if you plant it, water it, and wait, it will grow into a tree. That tree will give you shade, fruit, and many more seeds." He placed the seed in Khalid's hand and continued, "Do you understand? If you spend all your money today, it is gone. But if you save and invest it with patience, it will grow. It may take time, but one day you will sit in the shade of the tree you planted." Khalid studied the seed in his palm. He thought of how often he spent all his coins on little pleasures, a sweet, a trinket, a small show of wealth that vanished quickly. His heart ached as he realized how little he had planted. The old man smiled. "Patience is wealth's silent partner. Without patience, even the richest man stays poor." The second lesson, the cup. Next, the man lifted the clay cup. "Money is like this cup. It can hold water. But if there is a crack, the water leaks away, no matter how much you pour inside." He dipped the cup into the town fountain. At first, it seemed full, but as he held it, water trickled from a crack down the side until the cup was empty. Many people work hard. They fill their cup with earnings, but they never check for cracks. They spend without thought. They chase every desire. Their money leaks away. If you want to be free, you must fix your cup. Guard your money. Spend wisely. Protect what you earn. Khalid touched the cracked cup and remembered all the times he had wasted his coins. On food he did not need. On clothes he rarely wore. On showing off to people who soon forgot him. He felt a sting in his chest, like the crack in the cup itself. The third lesson, the stone. Finally, the old man held up the stone. This stone is heavy. If you carry it without purpose, it is only a burden. But if you place it carefully, it becomes the foundation of a house. He set the stone on the ground and tapped it gently. Money can feel like a heavy weight if you do not know how to use it. But if you use it with purpose, to learn a skill, to build a business, to create something that lasts, then it becomes strong, steady, and useful. Khalid whispered, "So money is not just for spending, it is for building a life." The old man smiled. "Yes, do not let money control you. Use it with purpose. Build with it, not just consume with it." The challenge. The old man then gave Khalid a challenge. For 1 month, live by these 3 lessons. Save a part of what you earn like the seed. Guard your spending like the cup. Use some of your money for something meaningful like the stone. When the month is done, return to me and tell me what you have learned. Khalid agreed, though he felt nervous. At first it was very hard. When his friends invited him to waste coins on snacks and games, he felt temptation. But he remembered the seed and kept 1 coin aside. It was not much, but it was the beginning of his tree. When he saw a shiny trinket at the market, his heart wanted it. But he held the image of the cracked cup in his mind and asked, "Is this a leak, or is this value?" He still made mistakes, but slowly, the cracks in his cup began to close. And when he earned extra from helping a merchant, instead of wasting it all, he bought a small set of tools that allowed him to work faster and earn more. That was his stone, a foundation for his future. The struggle. The month was not easy. There were days Khalid felt weak. He longed to spend everything, to return to his old ways. He felt frustrated when his savings grew slowly. But at the same time, something changed inside him. He began to feel power in his choices. Every coin he saved felt like planting a seed in the soil of his future. Every time he said no to waste, his cup felt stronger. Every time he invested in something useful, his stone felt firmer beneath his feet. The transformation. At the end of the month, Khalid returned to the old man. His eyes were brighter. His heart felt lighter. He said, "I have learned that money is not just coins in my pocket. It is a seed for tomorrow. It is a cup that must be guarded. It is a stone that can build a foundation. I am no longer afraid of money. I now see it as a tool, not a master." The old man smiled with deep joy. "You have learned what many never discover, even after a lifetime. Wealth is not only about how much you have. It is about how wisely you use what you hold. Money can serve you, or it can enslave you. The choice will always be yours." Khalid felt peace flow through him. The fear that once haunted him was gone. He was not rich yet, but he was free. He now saw money not as an enemy, but as a friend. Not as a mystery, but as a teacher. And as the sun set behind the hills, painting the sky gold, Khalid whispered, "I am ready for tomorrow." The moral. So, dear listener, remember this. Money is a seed, plant it with patience. Money is a cup, protect it from leaks. Money is a stone, build something that lasts. Schools may not always teach you these lessons, but life whispers them every day, if only you listen. The closing. From that day on, Khalid walked with quiet confidence. He was not the richest man in town, but he was no longer lost. He knew his seeds would grow. He knew his cup would stay whole. He knew his stones would one day build something lasting, and with that, he stepped into his future with courage, patience, and hope. Final note: thank you, dear friends, for listening to this story. Lessons about money schools never teach. If this story touched your heart, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe to Finance Compass. Together, let's plant seeds of wisdom, guard our cups from leaks, and build strong foundations for tomorrow. Until next time, may your journey be full of light, growth, and peace.